Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, October 24, 2025. In the headlines, former Caribbean leaders warn against military buildup and urge preservation of region as zone of peace. OECS supports Grenada's cautious approach to U.S. radar request. Grenada remembers October 1983 tragedy. Also in the news regionally, U.S. anti-drug strikes alarm Caribbean fishermen. Internationally, U.S.-Colombia tensions rise over drug trade accusations. Plus in the sports news, Carey pair added to the West Indies T20 international squad, while Windward Islands Volcanoes to play Leeward Islands Hurricanes in first round of CG United Super 50 Cup next month.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
I'm Kenroy Baptiste with Network News. Thanks for joining us. Grenada's former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas is among 10 ex-CARICOM leaders raising alarm over the growing military buildup in the Caribbean, warning that the region could be drawn into conflicts not of its own making. Eugenia Peters reports.
In a joint statement, the former leader said the presence of nuclear vessels and aircraft in the Caribbean risks the safety and livelihood of the people and urged a pullback from military activities to prevent the region from being drawn into conflicts not of its making. They reaffirmed the Caribbean's long-standing commitment to be a zone of peace, stressing that international law and dialogue, not force, should guide dispute resolutions. Speaking with the GBN, former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas said he supports the principle of the region as a zone of peace, but stressed that decisions must balance economic, cultural, and political factors.
Well, I support the principle that the region be in a zone of peace. And I believe it's a request the government has to balance properly, look at the pros and cons. It's not a simple yes or no. We have to look at the economic, the cultural side of things, the political, and also recognizing that Grenada is a sovereign nation. And whatever decision is taken should be in the best interest of Grenada. But I say something that needs, you have to balance the interest from what, it's not a simple yes or no answer. You have to look at the economic, the political, the cultural side of that request.
He added any approach must consider the sovereignty and identity of Grenada, highlighting the need for careful planning in engaging with foreign actors.
You have to look at the Grenada link, our economic ties with the U.S., the St. George's University, the number of Grenadians who are based in the United States. I mean, the cultural side of things, I don't think it is wise to accept deportees who are non-Grenadians. That could create cultural problems.
The warnings come amid rising tensions between the United States and Venezuela following U.S. operations targeting alleged drug traffickers in the Caribbean. For GBN News, Eugenia Peters.
The story to report, Director General of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, Dr. Didicus Jules, said OECS member states stand in full support of Grenada as the government continues to deliberate on the U.S.'s request to install radar equipment and technical personnel at Maurice Bishop International Airport. The OECS Director General emphasized the importance of regional solidarity and careful consideration as Grenada weighs its decision. He noted that the matter carries significant implications for security, sovereignty, and regional cooperation.
The hosting of this meeting here in Grenada, although coincidental, comes at a very critical time for Grenada itself, when it is under extreme pressure to follow to respond to a request made by higher powers in the region to suit their particular agenda. And so our presence here is also an expression of solidarity with the government and people of Grenada in whatever decision they may make with regard to the requests and the impositions that are being foisted on them.
While the radar request was initially made in August, it only became public in October, sparking widespread public debate and peaceful protests by concerned citizens. Dr. Jules explained that the issue arises at a critical time when the OECS is actively seeking funding and partnerships from non-traditional sources as international financial support continues to decline.
We also take note of the fact that in this period there's an erosion of multilateralism. Funding is being constrained. Our usual sources of financing are much narrowed, and so we have the challenge of thinking differently about our development agenda. Greater reliance on ourselves, looking to the global south to gain support for initiatives that we need to undertake.
Grenada marks the 42nd anniversary of the October 1983 tragedy, reflecting on the events that changed its history and honoring those who lost their lives. Trainee reporter Shania McIntosh has this report.
Grenadians are commemorating the 42nd anniversary of the events of October 25, 1983, a pivotal moment that dramatically shaped the nation's history. Tomorrow, Grenadians and Cuban nationals will lay wreaths at National Memorial Ground near the Maurice Bishop International Airport as part of observance reflecting on the significant chapter. The events of October 1983 brought an end to the revolution which occurred in 1979, led by Maurice Bishop and the New Drill movement, who overthrew the government of Sir Eric Matthew Gerry with the aim of ending corruption and improving living standards. Their movement promised greater access to education, healthcare, and jobs, earning widespread public support. Internal division emerged within the revolutionary government, leading to execution of Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and several cabinet colleagues. The unrest culminated in a United States military intervention on the island. Today, Grenadians honor those who lost their lives and reflect on the enduring lessons of leadership, unity, and the pursuit of peace.
Where the Prime Minister at that point in time, Maurice Bishop, and his cabinet ministers, they did a pretty good job maintaining the environment in terms of the development of education, the development of the people, human capital, resource, agriculture. It was quite a vital time through history for Grenadians. I think we've benefited from it, knowing that we have had a revolution, we have had change, and now we can see the effects of opposite to change, opposite to probably progress, but we have
been young enough to be involved in a lot of things in terms of the adult literacy program. A lot lot of young people were participating to ensure that the older folks learn to read and write. The focus on national pride, agriculture, eat what you grow, grow what you eat. Education was given tremendous priority, so a lot of us got the opportunity to go to university where we would not have been able to do that prior to the revolution. So the bottom line is, I think it really made a big difference into the lives of people, especially young people, and it set a trend in the world where Grenada was respected, Grenada was looked upon as a lead.
Show with Eric Geary and Morris Bishop and Bernard Code, and they had a lot of controversy around that time. That's what and it wasn't a nice time.
Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Other news, Grenada may soon open its doors wider to the region as the island moves closer to joining CARICOM's Full Free Movement initiative. More details in this Rena Thomas report.
Grenada is actively working towards joining its CARICOM partners in the new phase of regional integration, which allows for the free movement of people across participating member states. Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines officially implemented full free movement among themselves on October 1st. Under this agreement, their nationals can enter, live, work, and remain indefinitely in each other's country without the need for work or residency permits. They will also enjoy access to healthcare and public primary and secondary education within the capacity of the host nation. Although Grenada was not part of the October launch, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell says the government is actively working to put the necessary systems in place to ensure the island's participation soon.
So we do intend to join the grouping. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Legal Affairs and the Attorney General's office is working on whatever final hurdles we need to overcome to make sure we join the free movement. Certainly we are highly supportive of the need for CARICOM nationals to be able to move freely within the member states. We see the movement of people as critical towards the integration movement.
While Grenada continues to operate under the existing CARICOM single market and economy, the long-term goal is to align with the four countries already leading this new integration effort. The Prime Minister weighs in on other ways in which the OECS is integrated.
Within the OECS, we probably have a far greater chance of more integration simply because we already have significant institutions that are integrated. Our court system, our central bank, our monetary system is already integrated. So we have the OECS Commission. I think there will continue to be a movement to closer integration on a number of issues. In CARICOM, it probably would be slower because you have more diversity within the groups.
The initiative, approved by CARICOM head of government during their 49th regular meeting earlier this year, falls under the Enhanced Cooperation chapter of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. For Grenada, this means ongoing preparations are underway to expand opportunities for nationals to work, study, and settle more freely across the region once the country fully joins the Free Movement Agreement. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
We're going to take a break at the moment. Still to come from us, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell outlines paths to legal land ownership amid ongoing Crown lands occupation in Grenada.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? Or just a bit more exciting? Ariza's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Hey man, where are you? Okay. He said 5 minutes. Anyone want dessert? Maybe he's stuck at the office? Surprise! Not yet, Carl. Bro, I'm literally at the altar right now.
Relax. I'm almost there.
We're like the friend who isn't always late.
You have the rings.
CG United. Good like that.
The cranberry is good. I feel like a cranberry.
Okay, let's do this one here.
All right, cool. And that is all we need?
I think so.
Okay. Lee, I forget my money home.
No worries, I got you.
You sure?
You want to pay for it?
All right, thanks. I'll pay you the money right now. So I sent you the money, yeah?
Okay, let me check.
Kurt knows he always has access to his money with Co-op Bank's e-banking app. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home. Welcome to Caracou. Small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansipine Main Road or call 405-4818.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
As the illegal occupation of Crown lands continues to be a lingering issue in Grenada, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell weighed in on the land tenure regularization program. Trainee reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
Prime Minister the Honorable Deacon Mitchell is reminding the public of the government's stance on the unlawful occupation of Crown lands. In response to a viewer's question on DMs with PM, the Prime Minister explained the pathway for individuals to legally acquire land through the land tenure regularization program.
We will get to the point where there are persons who occupy government's land without permission, without any authority, and are doing so unlawfully, but have been there for a long time, and who may wish to make the case to get an opportunity to purchase or buy the lands from the government. And this is something we'd be prepared to consider. But we can't occupy lands illegally.
The Prime Minister explained the first two phases of the program, which was launched in May 2024.
It is starting first with persons who were authorized via cabinet conclusion to occupy and or buy land, and who actually paid for the lands but did not get their conveyances. The next step will then be to look at persons who are on the land and have a letter authorizing them to enter and take possession of the land, but who perhaps need to continue paying so that they can get to the point where they have the titles.
During a ceremony held in September, the government handed over 47 title deeds to the second cohort of Crown lands occupiers who completed payment for their lots. The ongoing program intends to strengthen land rights and provide a pathway to stability and economic empowerment. Reporting for GBN News, I am trainee reporter Deidre Seeley.
All right, let's bring up to speed with this story. In recognition of World Polio Day, members of the Rotary Club of Grenada, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, visited the T.A. Mausha Community College today to raise awareness of the threat of polio and the importance of vaccination. Trainee reporter Shania McIntosh reports.
In recognition of World Polio Day, members of the Rotary Club of Grenada, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, visited the T.A. Mausha Community College today to raise awareness about the threats of polio and the importance of vaccination. The session featured presentations from Dr. Sonia Nixon and community nurse Suzelle Ned, who spoke to students about how polio spreads, its effect on health, and how vaccines have helped nearly eliminate the disease worldwide. nationwide.
Things that we have already conquered, why we allow them to conquer us. We know it works. We know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there, but that's okay. What we know is that our children would end up being adults if they don't have polio and a lot of the other vaccine-preventable diseases. Okay? The people who today are saying nay need to understand that the only reason why they're here is because they have been vaccinated. And I want to encourage parents to be responsible and young people to understand, especially the young people who are going to be, who like here at TAMCC today and the people who are in university and stuff, to understand, right? Education is important, to be able to understand.
My name is Suzelle Ned, community health nurse attached to the Ministry of Health, with responsibility for expanded program for immunization. The reason why we're here today is to engage our TAMCC students as we recognized World Polio Day. We are here to bring knowledge, to share knowledge with them as they are the next generation ahead. We want persons to know that polio, through the many strengths, have been eradicated. However, we can have resurgence of those diseases and many other vaccine-preventable diseases if we drop our guard. Every parent take the responsibility to vaccinate your child from all vaccine-preventable disease. The vaccines are available at every health center. The Ministry of Health goes all the way out to procure those vaccines, and we really want persons to utilize those vaccines as we try our best to keep those diseases at bay.
As part of the event, students dip their little fingers in gentian violet, a symbolic gesture used globally to show support for the eradication of polio. Organizers said the purpose of the visit was to educate young people about the value of vaccines in protecting communities and to remind the public that it is important to be vaccinated to keep Grenada and the wider region polio-free. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
The government of Grenada is closely monitoring the progress of Tropical Storm Melissa, which is threatening Jamaica and the Northern Caribbean. Authorities have expressed deep concern for everyone in the storm's path, especially Grenadian students studying at institutions across Jamaica. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, together with Deputy Consul General Kerry Frank in Miami, has been reaching out to students and working with local officials to provide support and guidance. Efforts are also underway to arrange the safe return of affected students to Grenada as early as tomorrow, depending on weather and logistics. Grenadian students in Jamaica are urged to stay alert, while families in Grenada are encouraged to keep in contact with their loved ones and seek assistance from the ministry as needed. Grenada stands in solidarity with the people of Jamaica during this challenging time and remains ready to offer support. All right, it's time for this evening's GBN ISOR.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
On GBN's eyesore this evening, we see that makeshift eateries continue to serve the public, and this despite questions as to their authorization. And although efforts were made last year to relocate these vendors, the situation remains unresolved. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell does acknowledge the complexity of addressing roadside vending, balancing the public's demand for convenient food and drink with the vendors' livelihoods. The government insists it won't take a heavy-handed approach. Instead, it plans to collaborate with Port Authority and the Planning and Development Authority to identify a suitable location for these vendors. The aim is to create an organized space for business, thereby preventing further unauthorized development. Government says the resolving of this issue remains high on the government's agenda, with a long-term solution still in progress. Continue to share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp. That'll be at 405-3052, or you can also do so on our other social media platforms. That will be for GBN eyesore.
Alright, so I just came off the phone with a Grenadian in Jamaica. He's enrolled at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. He and others are at the airport at the moment, getting ready to board a flight home. Of course, all this ahead of Tropical Storm Melissa, which is expected to affect Jamaica. We'll be right back, and one of the stories to look forward to, a call to Grenadians to adopt long-term investing at Financial Forum.
This is the moment. Our girls, our game, our victory. On Saturday, November 29th, all roads lead to the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium as our senior women's national team take on Costa Rica in the CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. Come out and support our girls. It's our legacy, our pride, and our chance to move one step closer to the CONCACAF Women's Championships. Our girls have not lost a match at home in our previous CONCACAF qualifier, but to stay unbeaten, they need you. The drums, the horns, the flags, the full power of the 12th man. Get your tickets now. $20 for adults, $10 for students, children under 10 free. Get yours at the GFA office, Chucky's Bar, Heather's Boutique, or Grenadian Optical in St. George's and Spiceland Mall. Adult tickets are also available online at gotofed.com. Grenada versus Costa Rica. Be loud. Be proud.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Warning! This is not a drill! Grenada! Christmas is coming early! And it's bringing over $100,000 in cash and prizes to the National
Royal Cricket Stadium. Get ready for the massive Christmas in November. Mega Bingo! Happening Sunday, November 2nd from 5 p.m. Come out and win big. Household prizes like living room set, gas cooker, TVs, dining room set, washing machine, fridge, bedroom set, and so much more. But wait, if that wasn't enough, how about $50,000 in cold hard cash? Can I get a cha-ching? Tickets are only $60 for one or $100 for two. And yes, we've got you covered with free buses island-wide. So no excuses, just excitement. Sunday, November 2nd. It's time to kick off the season with a bang at Christmas in November. Mega Bingo!
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
I thought this was safe until Willie the Worthless couldn't put me back together. But now my unattached hands will show you how easy and secure it is to file a medical claim on the CG United online portal. Legs. What magic school did you go to? Ta-da!
We can't reverse magic tricks gone wrong, but we can make it easy to file a medical claim on the online portal. CG United. Good like that.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, GTA, has taken another step toward enhancing communication and engagement with the public through the launch of its official WhatsApp broadcast. Here's what we know. The new platform is designed to deliver real-time updates, key announcements, and tourism-related information directly to subscribers' mobile devices, ensuring that locals and visitors are kept informed. According to the GTA, the initiative forms part of its ongoing efforts to improve innovation, accessibility, and transparency within the tourism sector. The WhatsApp broadcast offers a free, user-friendly, one-way communication platform for anyone with a WhatsApp account. The GTA said this latest move reflects its commitment to leveraging digital tools that strengthen communication and promote Pure Grenada as a world-class destination. The GTA continues to remind the public of tourism being everybody's business. The Investment Forum, held as part of Financial Information Month, equipped Grenadians with vital knowledge to move from traditional saving to informed long-term investing. Trainee reporter Deidre Seeley tells us more.
Yesterday's investment forum was a highlight of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank's 2025 Financial Information Month, or FIM, activities. This year's FIM theme, Financial Empowerment Through Education, underscores ongoing efforts to enhance financial, economic, business, and entrepreneurial literacy across the Eastern Caribbean. The forum aimed to guide citizens in transitioning from merely saving their money to making informed investment decisions. Presentations strengthened participants' understanding of key investment concepts and empowered them to seize available opportunities. Mervyn Lord, Chief Executive Officer of the Ariza Credit Union, introduced essential investment concepts to the attendees.
It's the most important thing to become wealthy. Understanding the difference between what is termed assets in wealth and what is termed liability, and acquiring assets. And an asset in wealth is anything that puts money into your pocket. So it puts more money into your pocket than is taken out.
Kerry Pear, head of the Debt Management Unit at the Ministry of Finance, discussed the Household Bonds Initiative offered by the governments of Grenada and St. Kitts and Nevis.
So this bond is for $5 million. It's for a 2-year period. The interest rate is 4.25%, and interest will be paid semi-annually. What we did to make this more accessible is, one, limit the issuance of this bond to only individual. We've reduced the minimum from 5,000 to 500. So the minimum investment here is 500. However, we've had to put a cap of 50,000.
Kishel Francis, Acting Manager of the Wealth Management and Financial Services Department at the Grenada Cooperative Bank, explained the bank's role as a licensed broker-dealer.
Dealer essentially helps you to meet your goals. And we can do this because we have the ability to monitor the market. We also have the information that you need that you may not have been paying attention to. So if you go to a broker-dealer, it's pretty almost guaranteed that you'll find something that you're looking for.
The interactive forum provided attendees with a clearer understanding of the investment opportunities available to Grenadians. It marked another step towards shifting the region's financial culture from short-term saving to long-term investment. Reporting for GBN News, I am trainee reporter Deidre Seeley.
We'll be back to report the sports news. Stay with us.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy?
look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Sporting fans, good evening. The first round of matches in the Wakiti Super Knockout Football Tournament will be completed this evening. 2 matches are done on the cards. Celebrity FC will face Willis Youth in Game 1, while Game 2 will feature Police Sports Club coming up against KFC North Stars. In matches played earlier this week, SAP Spartans and Hard Rock SC both came away with victories on Wednesday. Spartans were on a goal-scoring spree, bashing St. John's SC Youth 8-0. Che Charles completed a haul on the evening with goals in the 23rd, 27th, 33rd and 36th minutes. Darren Mudu, Kelly Panchu, Jefferson Harris and Azil Entwine all had singular strikes to complete the demolition campaign. Meanwhile, Hard Rock salted the evening for Sunjets United, whipping them 4-2. Action will resume on October 30 and 31. Windward Islands Volcanoes will play Leeward Islands Hurricanes in the first round of the CG United Super 50 Cup. The 50-over rivalry returns with 6 regional squads squaring off from Wednesday, November 19 to Saturday, November 29. Matches will take place at 3 venues across Trinidad: Brian Lara Cricket Academy, Queen's Park Oval, and Sir Frank Worrell Cricket Ground. Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, Barbados Pride, Guyana Happy Eagles, Jamaica Scorpions, Leeward Islands Hurricanes, and Windward Islands Volcanoes will all do battle for the top prize of $100,000 US. $50,000 US will be awarded to the runner-up, while the 3rd and 4th place teams will each take home $25,000 US. Well, the CG United Super 50 Cup has been reduced to 16 matches for the 2025 season, down from its usual 31-match fixture list. Cricket West Indies has confirmed that the upcoming edition of the region's premier 50-over competition will not feature the West Indies Academy or combined campuses and colleges. The tournament is now set to be contested over 11 days entirely in Trinidad and Tobago from November 19 to 29, with plans for the playoffs to be hosted in Guyana scrapped. The new format will see teams compete in a round-robin structure, with the top 2 teams qualifying directly for the final. Meanwhile, the Windward Islands Volcanoes are continuing with preparation for the tournament. 5 Grenadians have been called up to the Windward squad. They are Teddy Bishop, who serves as vice-captain of the team, Daryl Cyrus, Kurtzin Murray, Darren Ned, and Daniel MacDonald. Ryan John is on reserve. Left-arm spinner Carey Pear has been added to the West Indies T20 international squad to help bolster their bowling unit for the upcoming 3-match T20 international series against Bangladesh. Pear, who featured in both the 2-match test series in India and the just concluded one-day international series against Bangladesh, was named as a replacement following injuries to pacers Shamar Joseph and Jediah Blades. Joseph reported some discomfort in his shoulder during the first training session ahead of the opening of the one-day international, while Blades suffered a stress fracture to the lower back and will return home to undergo rehabilitation. Cricket West Indies confirmed Pear's addition in a press release issued yesterday. West Indies T20 international squad reads Shea Hope, captain, Alec Athanase, Akeem Ogis, Ruston Chase, Jason Holder, Akil Hossain, Amir Jangu, Carey Pear, Brandon King, Gudakesh Moti, Rothman Powell, Shafeen Rutherford, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, and Ramon Simmons. This story to report, sports officials have expressed satisfaction with the progress the ministry has made in rolling out its sports agenda. Speaking with Coordinator of Sports, Colin Peters, during the midterm break, he said much more can be expected during the rest of the term and by extension the school year.
I started the new term in September with our Star Malt football tournament, which are in progress now. We had extension in the number of schools taking part. We had more girls teams. We include Carriacou with 2 teams. So the competition is in full effect right now with both juniors and seniors and female competition. They are in the zone playoff to go ahead next week. So we started very hot with the Star Malt secondary school football tournament. Then we had the cross country, the Blue Bubbles annual cross country, where we had a record turnout of runners. We also include the primary school for the first time ever as part of the cross country. And we also started in October the Sport Shop netball tournament. And I must say for this year, all our sports had additional teams, schools participating. So we had the 2 schools from Carriacou participating, which was great. And also one had both male and both junior and senior team in the netball of Bishop College, and that was the first. So right now the competition is on and is progressing well with all the teams playing the games. Teams have been traveling up to Carriacou, and the teams from Carriacou have been down here to make sure that the tournament is a success. We're also preparing for Volleyama in November, a one-day competition. We know that last year we weren't able to do this program. We are collaborating with the Grenada Volleyball Association so that we can do the Volleyama competition. We're also preparing for the Subway basketball tournament this year, also to start in the end of November. And I know our senior coach Emery is working very hard to make sure that the success of the volleyball, of the basketball.
That's the sports news for now. Recent U.S. military strikes on boats suspected of drug trafficking from South America to the United States have left at least 37 people dead, raising alarm across the Caribbean. The majority of these attacks occurred in the Caribbean Sea, near Venezuela's coast, further straining relations between Venezuela and the U.S. Trinidad and Tobago, a small island nation with a thriving fishing industry, now finds itself caught in the middle of escalating tensions. With thousands of local fishermen relying on these waters for their livelihoods, many now fear for their safety as they risk being mistaken for drug traffickers. The growing unease threatens not only their personal safety, but also the future of the country's multi-million-dollar fishing sector. Al Jazeera's Julia Galliano reports.
Chad Joseph's family still isn't convinced that he's dead, and they struggle to mourn his loss at a funeral without a body. They've received no official notification from their government that he has been killed. All they know is that he went out on his boat nearly 2 weeks ago and hasn't been heard from since. What they do have are these images posted on social media by Donald Trump. The U.S. president has accused 26-year-old Joseph and another Trinidadian man he was traveling with of being drug traffickers. Their presumed killing the result of the U.S. presence in the Caribbean Sea after the U.S. moved its warships to the region in what President Trump calls a war on drug traffickers. But Joseph's family insists that he was not involved in the drug trade.
But even if he was, they aren't supposed to kill him. If he was running drugs, then hold him and charge him. But killing him? No way.
Across Trinidad and Tobago, an island nation located just 11 kilometers from Venezuela, fishermen are dealing with the aftermath of the strikes. These waters are their lifeblood, but they've heard the news and seen the videos too.
Because we can't go to the sea and think we can shoot us.
We are worried. We can't go far off the shore because Trump is just killing people. Look at this money. This is all from selling my fish today. I don't need to traffic drugs.
But the country does lie on an important cocaine smuggling route through the region, and speedboats moving drugs do operate through these waters. As such, the White House is not the first to link these men to drug running.
Fishermen here tell us they've long been stigmatized as being part of the drug trade, when in fact they're just trying to make a living. This most recent strike, of course, only reinforces that notion, while also making their day-to-day work that much more difficult now. Someone here just told us that these days they only go far enough to fish so that they can swim back if necessary.
Countries are not. The Prime Minister, meanwhile, has expressed her support for Donald Trump's actions, even urging the U.S. to, quote, kill them all violently, referring to drug traffickers.
So I think it's early to tell how successful this particular strategy would be, but the main concern is that everyone is entitled to due process. And I just want to emphasize that the penalty for drug trafficking and human trafficking is not death.
For Trinidadian fishermen, the situation is unnerving. From their usually quiet corner of the Americas, they now find themselves thrust into geopolitics and talk of war. Most just want to get back to fishing without the fear of a U.S. strike hanging over them. Julia Galliano, Al Jazeera, Trinidad and Tobago.
Further field tensions between the United States and Colombia have escalated after President Donald Trump accused the Colombian president of involvement in narcotics activities. The Colombian leader strongly denied the claims, emphasizing his government's significant actions against the drug trade. Al Jazeera's Alessandro Rampietti reports from Bogota on the diplomatic dispute.
President Gustavo Petro rejected U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that his government has done little to stop cocaine trafficking to the United States. He says his administration has broken records for cocaine seizures, arguing that the old war on drugs failed, saying his strategy targets traffickers instead of poor farmers, relying on intelligence and cooperation rather than force. He also noted coca cultivation rose before his term and again condemned U.S. military strikes on vessels in the Caribbean and Pacific that have killed dozens.
In these types of actions, the United States is carrying out extrajudicial executions, whether the boat crews are guilty of transporting cocaine or not. In both circumstances, there is a disproportionate use of force, which is punishable under international humanitarian law.
The U.S. and Colombia have long cooperated in anti-narcotics efforts, with Washington providing $400 million a year in military aid. But tensions spiked after Trump called Petro a drug trafficker who's leading his country to ruin.
Well, he's a thug and bad guy. He's a guy that is making a lot of drugs. We've just, as of today, stopped all payments going to Colombia.
Trump comments came after the U.S. posted footage of a boat engulfed in flames off Colombia's Pacific coast, one of at least 2 vessels bombed near Colombian waters as Trump expands his anti-narcotics push following a major deployment of troops near Venezuela.
President
Petro told Al Jazeera that Trump is being misled by right-wing Colombians in Miami.
The truth is that the Colombian far right living in Miami is involved in drug trafficking and is carrying out lobbying efforts with a specific goal: to take advantage of Trump's character and his friendship with them to sabotage anti-narcotics cooperation, which would ultimately benefit them. And I believe they have a second objective, which also interests Trump, to make sure that we, who for the first time won as a democratic movement, do not win again in the elections.
The question is whether any of this will make a difference. Trump appears intent on doubling down on his anti-narcotics campaign and on everyone who dares to challenge him. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogotá.
A reminder of the headlines in just a moment. Headlines before we leave you. Former Caribbean leaders warn against military buildup and urge preservation of region as zone of peace. OECS supports Grenada's cautious approach to U.S. radar request. Grenada remembers October 1983 tragedy. Also in the news regionally, U.S. anti-drug strikes alarm Caribbean fishermen. Internationally, U.S.-Colombia tensions rise over drug trade accusations. Plus in the sports news, Carey pair added to the West Indies T20 international squad, while Windward Islands Volcanoes to play Leeward Islands Hurricanes in first round of CG United Super 50 Cup next month. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Have a beautiful weekend. Be safe as well. And thank you for choosing the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Goodbye.